they. I'm going into one of my last few sessions today, actually, to finish up the album. Gonna go with some single type songs to finish it up. I've been kind of discouraged for real, to be honest. Like, not with the music, cause like, of course, I believe I rap good and I make songs and I write for people and shit. So I know it's not like a talent thing. Like a releasing thing. Like releasing music, I always feel weird about that. Of course, like when your album drop, you get all the fake love, you get the fake support, and it's always good that once you like anything that you invest in and you put it out to the world or whatever, no matter what it does, it could be a fucking anything. If you put it to the world, like anything you invest in and release it, you always feel good just to do. Like, it always feels good just to do, but like I don't know. Like, I've been having this discouragement because, like, I know I'm not gonna play the certain games. Like, I'm not gonna do anything like clout chasey or extra promotional or like that ain't my twist for real. Like, even with like certain information that I share to people that I know inside, like I put it in like close friends, and I never wanted to have a close friend. I just feel like that's some loser shit. But I don't want to be the guy that like leak info. Like I hate the way media is going now. Like they cover any and every fucking thing. Like I'll probably discuss that at a later time. But like they just make anything and anybody news, and it's like it don't need to be that. Like I think we kind of going into a dangerous place. But I've been kind of discouraged with like life too. Like just figuring out, it's kind of hard when you positioning yourself for something. Because it could always go either way. No matter how hard you work, like it could go either way. So it's kind of like it's kind of like at a crossroads of like it's like dealing with my trying to find a relationship. Not trying to find, but making a shift from what I was doing in the streets to being in a relationship, or even like certain street shit versus kind of doing some corporate things. Like it's just a lot of shit to deal with. Like it's something that I'm not used to. Like really, I be really feeling like my life started in 2020. Like I really feel like that's when I kind of started trying to get on the right path. Like for real. Like all jokes aside, and I was kind of forced to with certain things that happened. So all of this shit is like still new to me. Like dealing with people outside of being at a strip club or in a setting that I want to be in, like not hanging in the hood as much. It's just a bunch of shit that like even like corporate shit. Like I don't know what the fuck to do. Like what the fuck you want me to do? Like I don't even know how to really do one thing, and that's I ain't gonna say, but I know how to do really one thing. So it's like learning even what to do in life has like kind of been discouraging, and I ain't really been trying to rap because I've been like, I don't want to be rapping and I'm like half-hearted and shit like that. Plus a lot of the shit that I be talking about is like it's real shit. So it's like you kind of reliving those traumatic moments, and those moments where it hurt you, or moments where you like, I'm a visual person. I talk to myself a lot, whatever. So I sit with my experiences, and you kind of start rehashing them, and it could be like a dangerous thing where you start putting yourself mentally and emotionally back in those times, and then it's like, yo, I don't want to say this shit. Like I don't want to say this. Like even when I talk about certain things, like I said when I talked about the guy putting his hands on my girl, like, sound cool, but I don't want to relive that. Ain't nobody told on me because my dope was too good. Like, it sounds, like a fly line, but it's like, yo. I mean, of course you're glad you're not in prison, but it's like, god damn. Like, it's like certain experiences and certain things, like, all right, everybody watch me do it, nobody told, but why nobody didn't stop me? So it's just certain things that, like, it bothers the fuck out of me when I say it or whatever. But, so lately, I've been trying to find a thing of confidence, too. Like, I'm pretty much a self-motivated guy. But even times now, I find myself slacking, and I'll see it, and I'll say, all right, I'll make up for it. All right, whatever. Like, you know, and it's like, yo, what you doing? Like, tighten up, bro. Like, you got to get your shit together. Like, time ain't wait. You know, so it's certain things. And I be needing to push sometimes. Like, I'm at the point now where I have to find a team. Like, I'm ready to admit I can carry it by myself. I just don't know how far I can go. And I feel like I'm starting to see the limitations of how far I can go by myself. You know, when I do an album, pretty much no features. I don't reach out to artists to work. Even in life, like, I don't speak to a bunch of people. I speak to myself. I keep it moving. And I ain't, I ain't go to college. I don't have those built-in relationships that people have. I ain't the type. I'm not a hanger-arounder. So a lot of times when people just be knowing people from hanging around and they get certain support, like even on social media, like that never bothered me because I always live in real life. But like it'd be weird to me, like if somebody like come up to me and be like, yo, I like what you do with your daughter, or you and your daughter be dressing and shit like that. But you like they never ever like your picture, anything on social media, and like I don't take it to heart because it's like, bro, it's social media. Like I'm a real life guy. But sometimes it's like, yo, damn, I don't be knowing what's real and what's fake. Like I don't be knowing what's what for real sometimes. So it's kind of I've been on the like I've been trying to find some confidence, even with like the women. Like, bro, it's so easy just going to the club, picking up a escort, a stripper, a random girl, and you feel me, you enjoy her for a little bit of time, and then whatever, you're going about your life. But even with the women, like trying to find like I know I want a certain type of woman that, you know, loves herself and disciplined and, you know, on the right path in life. But it's like, do you have to deal with her shit? Like most of those women are like, they stern where they don't have to be. They're like, oh, I can't take no shit because you're going to fuck up everything that. But like, you don't have to be that stern with me because it's standoffish. So I'm not the type of dude that like, I don't believe in confrontation because I only believe in one way of handling confrontation. Yo, we don't have to be confrontational because if we do, I want to go to the moon. I want to see how extreme are you willing to take this. If you're not willing to take this to the furthest extent, it don't even make no sense to waste our time arguing. Like, what is that going to do? Because now you talk loud to me, whatever you say, that's the first time. Maybe the next time you calling me a name. Third time, you probably trying to put your hands on me. And it's like, yo, we could just nip all this in the bud right now. Ain't no arguing unless we about to go ahead and one of us finna go to prison, one of us finna go to the grave. And if that ain't what it is, then we don't need to argue. Like, but I've been trying to find confidence from within, because actually external confidence. I mean, cause like, yo, I don't be feeling like I'm doing shit right. Like, you know how like when I walk in the club, niggas know, so niggas will salute. I'm him, like, so niggas are, alright, that's him. Know what he coming to do in the club. Or like any spot that I'm at, when I'm with a chick, they know to salute, because it's like, I'm him. But it's like, nobody really giving me the push that I need when trying to like settle down and have a family, have a wife, and have a girlfriend. Especially in society today, everybody's saying don't date. Oh, everybody just looking to use people. Everybody looking for money. Everybody this, everybody that. And it's like, I can't say that that's everybody, because I'm just not a stupid or person. So I can't say everybody. Maybe that's the general consensus. Maybe that's most people. And maybe I'm fooling myself by thinking I could find a unique girl that I would enjoy, that respects herself, love herself, you know, whatever I'm looking for. But it's like, damn, when do I try? Like, can I not try? Now, I have no problem being a 30, 40, 50-year-old sniper. I don't have no problem with it, because for every old nigga, there's a young bitch that's impressionable. Like, I'm not tripping if that's what my life is, but I don't want it to be. And do I do that without trying? Like, do I just say fuck it, that's my fate? Or do I attempt to find love? Do I attempt to find somebody? Do I attempt to see what's out there? Do I attempt to put myself in a position for that vulnerability. And it's like I just haven't been feeling the support that I was looking for in searching for a woman. And that's like externally and internally. Like sometimes I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. Because like I said again, it's not something that I'm used to. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. I don't feel like I'm doing the right thing. I don't feel like I'm doing the wrong thing. I just don't feel like I'm doing the right thing. And it's kind of like fucking with me for real. Like mentally. It's just making me stay away from people. And that's defeating the purpose of trying to find a wife. Like, no, I got to get out there. But when I get out there, I only know one way to be out there. So it's like, it's kind of difficult that I'm balanced. It's kind of like, social media, they joke about, I'm trying to be the guy my mama raised me to be, but y'all gonna make me be my daddy's son. It's like, for real, like that's kind of how I feel. Like, yo, I'm trying to like fucking marry something. I'm trying to, build a family, build an empire. I looked up to like Jay-Z my whole life. I looked up to Floyd too, but like mainly Jay-Z and Kobe were besides my like dad and shit like that, was like my main two influences. They got families, even with whatever issues they may have in their marriages, they work through them. So that's kind of like my influences in life. So I've always had dreams of being married. I've always had dreams of having multiple kids. I've always had dreams of, building an empire with a woman. Like I've always had those dreams, and I do want to see them come into fruition. But it's like, goddamn, like what you want me to do? It's like, okay, I'm here. I'm saying I want to be here. Is you gonna respect that? Or it's like, I'm talking about the universe when I say is you. Is the universe gonna respect that? Help me, whatever? Or is it like, all right, fuck it, just go ahead and just go be him for the rest of your life? 'Cause I can keep my one kid, and I can go. Oh my God, I can go have a blast. I could keep my one kid, and I could go have a blast. But it's like, I ain't trying to do that, but it's almost like this. And this early in my journey, so I know like it comes with the heart pain. Plus, I've been busy, so I haven't been hitting and I need new spots to go to. I never really went to the club like that, but then when I started going, I couldn't stop. Like if I'm not places with my kid, I'll be at the club or I'll be at home. So it's like, I got to kind of put myself in those places where I would even meet those women. I'm never going to try to talk to a girl off social media like DM. That's just weird to me. Like, I grew up in the era of talking to strangers online is like insanity. And even with, like, you a doof for doing some shit like that. Even with, like, of course, social media, times changed and people actually get married off dating sites and all. But that ain't how I'm rocking. Like, I just got to meet you in person. And we gotta click from there, cause it's a vibe, it's an energy, it's a synchronization that comes with meeting somebody. And what's the first word you say to her? Cause the first thing you gonna send to a girl is what, like a heart emoji, heart eyes, or eyes? Like, no, like I'm talking about in real life, like hello, my shit. Hey, my name is. I tell them my name in the slums. They call me Tanker. And then we just go from there. Like let shit develop from there. So, and even like back with like in life, like my mom wanted me to go to college. My dad, I'm pretty sure he wanted me to go to college, but he used to tell me like, as long as you guys get your diploma, I'm good. And I get it, because it's more ways to skin a cat. Like, you don't have to go to college to be successful. So in that instance, it's like, sometimes I be thinking like, damn, if I went to college, I probably would have had a degree in something, opened my field up, or maybe I would have had some connections to where life wouldn't be so isolated, even though I'm an introvert anyways. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, yo, it don't appease me. Like, when I see frats and fraternity dudes, like, I don't be wishing I had that. Or when I see people on social media, and a lot of people not friends, they just benefiting off each other's social medias. That's why they hanging around each other. Like, I don't want, bro. I got my homies that I had damn near my whole adult life. I don't even speak to them. It's still love, but I don't speak to them. One of them texted me. I meant to text him back, but it was like, fuck it, I don't care. The other one, we don't really speak like that. And I might hit Reek about like music or some shit. And that's probably about it. Like, even Dre, if we do speak, we speak. And, it's all love. But I ain't the type of person that be hitting people that... I'm not finna never text anybody first for real. Unless, like I said, I'm texting Reek about music or some shit like that. Or, like, it's rare that I hit somebody first. And if you don't hit me, shit, it is what it is. And even if you do hit me, I might not see it. Then I might see it. It might be too late to respond. So I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. I don't care. Like, if it was that important, we would have talked about it. And I know that ain't right, but it's just like, I'm not that type of person. So, but even like with street shit, like my mom basically tried to shelter me my whole life. And she did. I got into like mischievous shit. But it was never really like gangster shit. But like, it's just in you. It's just in you. Like my dad, a gangster and shit like that. So it's like, once I got to be out in the world and free, you could be out in the world and free and not get into no gangster shit. You could be, on point, doing whatever you gotta do. It's like, I just ended up finding myself in situations and doing shit that I know I wasn't supposed to. So it's like, I know the like being the guy my mama raised me versus being my daddy's son is like a joke on social media, but it's kind of like a real thing for me in real life where, it's like I struggle with that on multiple different phases, and not one is not right than the other. Because at the end of the day, that's like when people say, oh, I had to go through this bad time I had to go through this bad time in order to get my blessing. Like, that's not true. I believe life just happens. So, it's easy to say, oh yeah, well, I had to go through this to appreciate that. No, it's just life happens. And you just happen to have some bad and some good things in life. You kept working, so that's why you achieved a blessing. But it's not about, oh, I had to do this to get there. Like, I don't really believe in that. If you do, that's cool. Again, like I always say, my opinion or my beliefs is not for debate. So, yeah, that's kind of what I've been struggling with. I don't want to talk that much because I'm trying to save my voice for the album. I got to finish it. I'm past my due date. I have to finish it. Quick update on the pool party. I'm thinking about having it. It's been raining a lot. I might not have it on the album release week or day, but we might throw a little something. I got to see how the summer looking. Summer looking kind of foul. Summer looking kind of nasty. It's kind of looking like a lot of breakups in the air. It's looking like a lot of a couple of bitches that I ended up pregnant on me. I'm gonna just leave it like that. Not from me, but ended up pregnant on me. So it's kind of turning my savage up. I ain't gonna even lie. And I'm finding out in ways that I ain't supposed to find out. Like, you could hit me and, let me know. But I get it. It is what it is. I ain't tripping. I did address it on the album, but I ain't tripping. So it kind of made me savage. Devori dropped his little album. Kind of feeling heartbreaky. If Kevin Gates putting what I think he's putting on the album, I'm about to feel more heartbreaky. I know I'm coming with some heartbreaky kind of shit. So it's like, I ain't gonna lie, I don't know. If I'm heartbroken in summer and everybody breaking up, it just might be one of them legendary ones where a pool party gonna get thrown. And I might be mixing so much, I might not DJ. I might be shaking my little tail feather around, scooping up what I can scoop up, and we might just have to start this find a wife process after the summer. But definitely, I'm gonna be outside. So pool party update, I might throw one. Oh, I wanted to address that Lil Nas X shit. Not to talk about him. Never want to talk about him. I never cared about him. It's about to be a year of knowing exactly what the fuck is up. And what I mean is this. I think I touched on it already. The Weeknd, I'm gonna excuse his numbers being low because he just dropped the album last year. Gunna in jail, even though I don't think he would have sold that again. Meek album sales was low. I don't know how that's gonna be. I always don't judge it when you're beefing with your label. Dirk album numbers was high. It's probably the best year of his career numbers wise. I don't think he can do that again. Now he's placed himself well, but I don't think that he can do that again. Again, I think it was the young boy beef. I think it was the everything accumulated into those high numbers, and they wasn't that high, but they was high for Dirk. He usually probably does like 50 to 70. He did like 120, and then the album was really, really, really good, so that kind of helped too. But I gotta see him do it again to believe he's in that tier. We're not gonna have the tier conversations because we already had it, but Favi flopped. His numbers did bad, but I still see they giving him the looks to keep it going. Kendrick numbers was lower than what it was supposed to be. Supposed to be like 500. He did like 300. But he's, again, another guy beefing with his label, so it's hard to judge that. And it's a phenomenal album. Probably the best album I've heard in the last maybe 3 years. Probably the best album I've heard since Championships. Matter of fact, it is. Because I can't, off the top of my head, think of another one. So, this Kendrick album, the best heard out. Oh, no, Donda. How can I forget Donda? But, I got to see what Kendrick do his next time around because he's going to be higher than 300 anytime he drops. Future did well. That's Future. He's him. I'm trying to think. Oh, but that's what I was saying. Like, Lil Nas X. What's that fat bitch that be running around all the time? Lizzie, whatever the fuck her name is, the fat bitch, fat black bitch that was, she's always, Lil Nas X, Lizzie, I'm trying to think of who else, the Chloe girl. It's a couple of people who, their career is strictly holding on by the Shade Room, their music career. Now they may be getting money they may be getting money other places, but by the music, it's holding on because of Shade Room. And these are not proven talents. Like, I think Lizzo... Oh, that's a Lizzo. Lizzo sold... I think she sold good her first time out. I think Lil Nas, I don't think his album did that well. I could be wrong. But even he had an issue with BET. And BET telling him, nigga, we gave you every look in the world. Every look in the world we gave you. Hold on. This fucking dog is barking. Hold on. You're a fucking dog. I'm watching somebody's dog, but damn, what the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, he was arguing with the BET, and BET was like, yo, nigga, we gave you every look in the world. You won all the awards that we could give you. Everything. Like, you ain't dropping music. What you want to be nominated for? Like, what the fuck is there to nominate you for? I don't listen to him. I don't know if he's been putting out new music. But they saying, yo, fam, we ain't nothing to nominate you for. And your label already paid us for everything we nominated you for. Ain't shit to nominate you for. Get out the way. There's new labels paying for new artists to win awards. Get out the way. And I think, we're going to see a lot of people where if they do end up putting out albums, it ain't going to be so very good. Because their career is more with the antics or theatrical than fucking actually putting out music. Like, can you name me 5 Lil Nas X songs? Can you name me 5 Lizzie songs? I don't know 5 Meg Thee Stallion songs. I don't know 5 Chloe songs. Like, I'm not talking if you're a fan of these people. I'm saying as somebody who, listen to music. Like, I don't listen to new artists anyways, but I love Favi. Favi is my new guy. Of course, man crush Favi. That's my guy. But I don't listen to new artists. You have to be great enough to put out enough body of work for me to listen. Like, LMA, that's another one. Flop when the album dropped. Like, these people, it's a lot of people that may have been riding off a high years ago. And now it's like, all right, we about to see if you worth paying for private jets for the fly around. We're gonna see if you worth putting you on all these big award shows and spots and shit like that, or if we don't need to pay you that no more because you ain't bringing us the money. LMA first album, Boot Up, paid for a lot of shit. Yeah, the second album ain't nothing paying for nothing. You ain't one of those artists that's keeping us in the green or in the black. Now you're keeping us in the red. You may be having us in the red, I should say, not keeping us, but you having us in the red. Lil Nas, I don't know what he sells next time he come out. And again, I'm only talking about the business of it. I don't know if these people projects are great or not. If a project is great, I'll always tell you a project is great. Like Lobby Boys, their project was great. I think it was released independent, so it kind of don't matter what it sold. But like Kendrick, like I brought up Kendrick, his album is great. The numbers ain't do good. He beefing with the label. They'll fix that if he wants it to be fixed, but it still ain't gonna stop the music from being great. He's still gonna do enough numbers to keep you in the black. So it's a lot. Moneybagg Yo, and what's the dude name? Goddamn, the baby. Actually, that's his name. The Baby and Lil Baby. I was really thinking of Lil Baby, but all three of them: Moneybagg Yo, The Baby, and Lil Baby. Yeah, okay. I think the City Girls dropping a project. Who you think pays for that? Lil Baby. He's keeping his QC in the black, so he's gonna pay for that. The Migos is too, but they beefing. I don't think it's real. I've heard everything is fine, even with them. I just heard it's a lot of shit going on, man. Like, yo, everybody is having their own families or doing their own things, and it's like, yo, I ain't got time to. We may not have time to be a group right now. All right, cool. We beefing to the public. So then when we do get back together, it's like, oh, they coming with some fire. So it's like, oh, great that they got back together. You ride off momentum. But and I'm interested to see if they release Migos or anybody from the Migos project first or a Lil Baby project, because that's gonna tell me a lot. Usually the biggest act on the label comes last or comes first, never in the middle. So if Lil Baby come first, all right, we need to make as much money as we can so that we can have money to put out City Girls or whoever. But it's like, I think City Girls coming first. They probably gonna sell like maybe 5,000, some shit like that. With the bullshit of Diddy adding, it may boost the sales, but I don't think they get over 10,000 first week. Now who comes next is interesting. Do we roll out any of the Migos or do we throw out our big hitter? I think Baby will come. I don't know. It's summertime though, so Baby might come. I ain't gonna lie. And I think he's in that tier of the maybe not quite Future, but not Lil Durk. I think he does maybe like 150 first week. I don't think he does 200, but I don't think he does less than 100. So I think Lil Baby come, and he probably making so much money off outside of music, he ain't even thinking about it. But I think he stays in that tier. Moneybagg Yo, he still has the Shade Room crowd. He has the relationship crowd. He has the, I'm still interested to see what he do first week. I think he maybe do 120. I don't think he does the 150. I think he may be in that Dirk 120 range. I don't think he does the 150. I definitely don't think he do 200. I don't think Moneybagg Yo do 200. And then Da Baby, like what does he do? He had the album with Youngboy that did terrible. Those are two big streaming. I don't think that's indicative of them. I just think at the time nobody want to hear that shit, and I don't think that they were invested in that. Youngboy's gonna do his numbers. He's him. Like he's somebody. He's him. Like I don't think he in Future 200 first week, but 150 first week. I could see the Youngboy doing that easy. If he do 200, I'm not shocked. But I see him more to 150, 170 first week. I think he's in the 150, 170 range first week. Could crack 200. I think Lil Baby is in the 150, 130 to 150 range. Moneybagg Yo, I think he's in like the. I don't think he does less than 100. But I think he's in the 100 to 120 range. I don't think he's with Lil Baby And DaBaby, I'm interested because really his project didn't do good either until what was it? It was a song with Roddy Ricch, another guy who underperformed. It was a song with Roddy Ricch that ended up catching like later on, and then DaBaby, started getting these big looks, but he has a bunch of antics. And if he does under 100, Meek can do under 100 because Meek a legend. I don't think Meek does under 100 again ever, unless he goes fully independent. But Meek can do under 100 and be fine. Meek has every relationship in the world. I'm tight with Lil Durk. I'm tight with Lil Baby. I'm tight with Drake. At any time, I'm tight with Lil Uzi. Uzi is another guy. Now, I know the temperature seeming like it's changing on him, but I still think Uzi in that 200 range. But Meek has every relationship in the world. I got Lil Uzi, Lil Baby, Durk, Drake. Name them, I got them. 21 Savage, another guy. I think he's still at 150. I think he did 200 one time. But in that 150 range, for sure. I got a Future relationship. I got a fucking Migos relationship. Like, Meek can do an album with Meek and Friends and sell super high because he has supreme rap talent. And he has enough people he can make songs. When he can make songs with anybody. Enough friends to make songs. So I ain't worried about Meek doing under. He's always going to be profitable. DaBaby, you got a lot of antics with you. It costs a lot to move around with you. We give you security, you still find a way to shoot people. We give you security, you still find a way to punch on people. We give you security, you still ending up in bullshit. It's like we can't have 24 hours security around you without you performing. Because if you don't perform, all right, we taking some of the security away. We taking these private jets away. We taking a lot of this shit away out your budget. And now that's fucked up for him because now he's rolling around with him and the goons again. And if you shooting people with the amount of security that they paying for and flying on private jets and shit, just imagine what he'd do if it's him and his goons again or him and a few security. Like, so he definitely needs to perform. I think he's in the 120, 150 range first week. I think for him, he needs to be in the 150, 175 first week. But I will have to see it to believe it. I think he's more 100. Matter of fact, I think he's more. No, I don't think he do flat out 100. I think he's more of a 120, 150 range guy first week. But him, the clock is ticking for him. Moneybagg Yo, because I think he's in the 100, 120 range as well. Him, DaBaby, Moneybagg Yo, Meg. It's a lot of people that's on the clock. You have to perform. And you ain't dropped music in a long time, so nigga, we've been paying for private jets for years. We've been paying for these big ass looks on these award shows for years. We've been paying for the awards. We paid for all of this shit. It's time for you to actually put out music so we can start to generate some money back. So it's gonna be interesting to see what these people sell. Khaled, I know Khaled dropping. It's a big artist. I'm expecting to drop. I almost want to say I know she's dropping, but I don't want to say it. I mentioned it on my close friends, but I took it down because I never want to be the guy that leaks information. But there's a super big artist that I want to hear what she's been saying because she's been tucked away for a long time. I want to hear what she has to say. I don't know if it's a summer album. And I think, her and SZA, I think her and SZA are both planning to drop. And I think they trying to make sure we don't drop around each other time. SZA is a big act. She don't want to drop around. Hey, let me tell you something. SZA is a big act. She don't want to be dropping with two people. Rihanna, I'm talking about in the black world, not the whites. She definitely don't want to be dropping like Taylor Swift or somebody, but Rihanna and B, she don't want to be dropping when any of those two dropping. And for all intents and purposes, they don't want to drop when she's dropping. Now they would, but it's not. It's musical chairs right now, so that's basically what I'm looking for. I'm looking to see the positions that people hold when the music actually comes out, because that's when you're gonna start to see a lot of changes. Again, another short one because I'm saving my voice. Once the album drop, I'll start doing longer ones. See right there, that my nose be. It's only like when I'm about to go record the album that my voice starts to get funny. It's like, damn, but it's like I can't keep pushing it back any longer. So that's probably it for now. We're gonna touch back in a little bit later. That's really it. You know.